Hello everyone, my name is Thomas McGuigan.
And I'm Kevin Kowalik.
And today we will discuss the recap on the Oscars.
But before we can do that, we'd like to take a moment to give our opinions, what we liked and didn't like, and also how did it affect the Oscars the second time since 1989 that the Oscars did not have a host. So let's get right into it.
Well, the fact that it didn't have a host, I mean, okay, I don't know why, but maybe no one was interested this year.
I know, I literally was surprised when Kevin Hart was pulled out from being the host due to a lot of homophobic remarks he made on his Twitter account, which therefore put the Academy Board in its place whether he should even be the host or not. And after a few days, word gets out that he is actually removed as host, therefore putting the Oscars in the big spot as to who will be Kevin Hart's replacement. And after weeks and weeks of searching, they could not really find their real host to host the once-a-year Oscars. So
I hope Kevin made a public apology based on that, because honestly, now he made those remarks, it's like, dude, what is up with you? I get you're not gay, right, but seriously, you have to be really careful what you say.
Exactly, because
maybe he meant to say as a joke, okay, but you don't joke about stuff like that.
Yeah, people could take things the wrong way like that, especially making homophobic remarks with whatever he said. That can really be looked down upon by many people. They will apparently move away from that.
It'll piss a lot of people off.
True. Yeah, I heavily agree.
Oh yeah. Honestly, a couple things I liked were, finally, I've been waiting for many years. I mean, most people before us are waiting decades for Spike Lee to finally win.
Yes,
I'm so happy for him that he won Best Adapted Screenplay for BlacKkKlansman.
Yes.
That was a great movie.
It was definitely, and he was literally, once his name was announced, I remember him just jumping up and down and giving a bear hug to Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Which literally released him from all of his emotions. But from what we've seen, I know he was he wasn't too happy when Green Book actually won the award for Best Pictures. And literally, from what I've seen, he just had his back turned to the audience and not saying a thing. But even during the aftermath, when he was asked by reporters on a Q&A, then when he was asked, what did you think about the Green Book winning for Best Picture? And from what I remember, he was holding, I think he had his Oscar award in one hand and he had a glass of champagne on the other. And then he just pauses for a moment. He just goes, you know what? Let me take one sip. Next question. Which apparently left the audience bursting with laughter.
Oh,
so, it's just you can't get any better than that, but it is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Honestly, Green Book definitely should not have won.
Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people think, but I mean, I don't really hold against that, because there are some people that, wish that they would have rather chosen to for someone to win Best Picture for something like that, but it depends on the movie. I mean, each person has their own different opinion, and I mean that's how we function as a society. So it does make sense.
It does.
Yeah.
But honestly, what the Oscars should do is not do it based on a director they like or whatever. You have to do it based on the quality of the work and whatever.
I totally agree. How much work have directors, producers, screenwriters, everyone that decided to have taken the time to make the movie as it is?
Because the movie itself may be good, but you have a screenplay and you have other stuff and it may not be so good.
And critics too.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, you will have people who will criticize the movie based on its display, on how it's displayed.
Yeah.
So.
And I felt Green Book kind of lacked that in a way.
Yeah, although it's since it is based on a true story, there's sometimes, there's a difference between reality and Hollywood. Sometimes directors tend to sort of change the story plot as they go. They won't actually include all the the best stuff. They'll just include everything that they want to, but the rest they'll just put it off. Although the acting might be superb, it might have been phenomenal, but overall, facts are, you have to really get your facts straight when you're doing a biographical film about a certain event or a very famous person.
Oh yeah. And honestly, I felt that Green Book, honestly, they left some very important stuff out.
True.
That because they did that, that raises a red flag.
Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't go through.
Yeah, because honestly, like, that film, of course, but I'm also happy that Rami Malek won his Oscar, because I mean, he represents like the Muslim culture where
Right.
he's the first Muslim to actually win an Oscar.
Yes, yes. So I liked his performance in Bohemian Rhapsody. I felt like he did a great job playing the role of Freddie Mercury, although he's also been criticized by Elton John that the performance when he played the role of Freddie Mercury, that it was more of lip syncing than rather giving out his voice. So I figured, there's no other way to describe that. But overall, the way the movie was displayed, I felt like Rami Malek was the #1 contender for winning the Oscars for Best Actor based on his performance of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think he's a great singer. I mean, they could have chosen like a rock and roller type of actor to play him.
That would definitely make sense.
I mean, but yeah, he was pretty good still.
Sure,
It was his very strong facial features that partly helped him out. Because it looked like his eyes are bulging as if he's staring at you and whatnot.
Exactly.
It's kind of creepy sometimes.
I know, sometimes it just it glues you to your position, so, it's like there's no way you're turning back.
That guy's actually from Egypt.
Well, that is actually true. From doing my research, I actually found out that.
Yeah.
So.
And of course he's been famous for that. He was in Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot?
The TV show.
I think it rings a bell somewhere. I've never seen the Mr. Robot, but it looks somewhere familiar.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, so what else about the Oscars? Oh, Black Panther won 3 Academy Awards.
Black Panther, yes. The first ever...
Best costuming, best sound, and then best structure.
First ever superhero movie to win at least 3 Oscars. It has never happened to any superhero movie from what we know about, although they did receive positive acclaim from audience members, but Black Panther took it to a whole new level of showing a character that has been in talks since the early 90s when Marvel Studio has decided to write a Black Panther screenplay, and having other actors such as Wesley Snipes to be properly fit for the role, but then because of different major changes between producers and the studios, they completely they scrapped the project, which then apparently gave more opportunities for future performers to at least take on the role as Black Panther, aka T'Challa.
Yeah.
So
honestly, I didn't think Wesley Snipes would be a good fit for that role.
No, although we do know him from Blade, but I mean,
they were not very good.
All 3 of them, or
yeah, they were bad.
I've seen all 3 movies. First one I liked. Second one was good, but the third one was just a little bit
Third one was complete no.
Literally off edge there, but what can you do?
Honestly, yeah, for what they were at the time, they were okay, but also when you think about them overall, they're just not that good.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, and also Wesley Snipes, another thing about him is that he wouldn't pay his taxes.
Exactly. He was, of course, he did get in trouble for a tax evasion, and he did spend a couple of years in jail for evading tax evasion. So
honestly, I think that's a bit too harsh. You just putting people in jail just because we're not paying for stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you're going to the store and stealing.
No, that's completely different.
And also the thing is that he didn't get paid as much as yours because it was a racist issue.
Yeah, so
and that's pretty much why he didn't pay his taxes.
Also, it's there was a lot of troubles he had from the set of Blade Trinity, where he had altercations, or apparently the only reason it ever happened was because the director was different. It wasn't the same director from Blade 2 as it was in Blade Trinity. There was a lot of script changes that he didn't like, so that therefore he barely would come out and like do his scenes, they would mostly have like stunt doubles to do the work
yeah.
for him. So it's like he barely was there for like half of it.
Oh yeah, and like even though he could do the stunts, I mean, it's like he's not going to do them if it's not his way.
He wasn't cooperating, so it's
Yeah. And also the director was hard to work with.
David S. Goyer.
Yeah.
What was his name?
He's done a lot of great stuff, but honestly with this, no.
Yeah, apparently this was like
He was heavily involved in video game stuff.
well, that is a fact.
Yeah. Oh, so steering back onto the topic, yes, I'm also happy that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse finally won.
Yes, that was a really good animated movie.
It's been 14 years since another Spider-Man film won an Oscar.
Yes, I mean not like from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man films or the one with Andrew Garfield. Like things.
Andrew Garfield was bad, forget it.
Yeah, apparently like the first movie was good. The second one was just pure terrible. Like.
Oh yeah.
And it even comes from self-experience that I would literally just have gone to the ticket booth and asked for my money back. But
Yeah, I wanted my money back badly.
yeah, but of course I sat through the whole movie, so it's like, you know, miss my money. Well, the money goes to the directors and
Yeah.
studios. So
Honestly, the best Spider-Man films yet, of course, are Into the Spider-Verse, but then the one with Tom Holland.
with Tom Holland, Spider-Man: Homecoming, now that was a really good movie because they've actually decided to cast somebody that looks younger, and the way the story plot actually changes.
And it was actually right for the role.
It was actually right for the role. Tom Holland was the #1 contender for playing Peter Parker. So, you know, I actually like the fact that Tom Holland will get famous as he progresses during future Marvel films, and I'm looking forward to see.
He's only on contract for 3 in his own series, unfortunately.
Well, and it's also we're not sure what the future holds for him, but hopefully he may, like, I guess, extend his contract, and if not, then I guess
Go
he could
into that
work.
role.
Yeah, like mostly focus on other
Or
projects.
do another series.
Even better. Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, like probably, I don't know, do another Jackie Chan themed series or something.
Jackie Chan theme series.
As in, like, you know, he's closer towards the comedy side, like Jackie Chan in a way, so, yeah.
I agree.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and what else? What else did you like about it?
What I liked, so this is a little bit, I'll go a little bit off topic with the Oscars, like, it still involves with the Oscar, but the musical performances in the beginning, when you had Adam Lambert partnering up with AC/DC and singing two of Queen's singles, We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions. Now, what did you think about that performance?
Very good, but not as good as the original stuff.
Exactly. I totally...
I think Queen should stop going on tour because a lot of the original members are not there anymore.
Well, exactly. Freddie Mercury's gone, and
A lot of the other members, like the drummer and whatnot, are not there.
drummer, right? So now it's really hard to like bring a group together. But overall, I thought that the opening scene was very spectacular. So it's job well done to Adam Lambert.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
And of course,
What else?
another thing I liked about the Oscars was, who was that woman, that British woman who won for Best Actress?
was it Rachel Weisz or
No, it was not her.
No, not Rachel Weisz. Well, she
I
was
can't think of it.
nominated.
I cannot think of it.
British woman.
It'll come to my head later, but
Okay.
I'm so happy that Lady Gaga won.
Yes, I know, for her first ever debut, her film career as in Star is Born with Bradley Cooper. Now,
Yeah.
that was a really good movie that, of course, not a lot of which a lot of performers would have wanted to be on. But I mean, the from what we've known, that the project has a little been, you know, on and off, just so they can like sort of like find the right people for it. And the final draft is that they had Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper teaming up to actually perform in this hit movie.
Sorry. Oh yeah, and one of my biggest disappointments, in my opinion, about the Oscars is I don't know why First Man won for special visual effects.
Me neither. I mean, like, what is up
Avengers
with
Infinity
that?
War should have won.
I think so too. Avengers Infinity War It's one of the best superhero
And
movies.
it's one of the best superhero movies that actually got the graphics right.
That's also another
Just
fact.
right.
True.
Well, Black
Everything-
Panther was good in terms of that, but don't go there with Infinity War.
Everything was outlined the way it should have been.
It's considered like the greatest Marvel team-up movie ever
I
in
agree.
the live-action realm.
Yeah, but overall, I was also rooting for Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up, of course, from what
No,
I've
I
seen.
totally
So
understand.
yeah. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for watching our show. I'm Thomas McGuigan,
And I'm Kevin Kowalik.
and we'll be right back. Have a good day.